Let's take a look at madCAM and how to use it for simultaneous 4-axis. Here we have a model with the madCAM text and the Rhino logo wrapped around the cylinder shape. So, first thing to do is to select the model for madCAM, and by default madCAM will work for 3-axis, and we can control if we should use 3-axis, simultaneous 4-axis, or indexed 5-axis. So to make madCAM work for simultaneous 4-axis, first we need to select a cutter. We can use a flat end 6mm cutter for the first toolpath. That can be the roughing toolpath. Click OK. Then we click on this button, and then madCAM asks to select the rotary axis, and that's the 4th axis. And then you select the direction of the spindle. So we need to draw 2 lines, one for the rotor axis and one for the spindle. Alright, now we have selected the cutter and we have selected the rotor axis and the spindle axis. And once we select which 4-axis or index 5-axis or 3-axis, once that's selected, every toolpath strategy will work. So it's the same dialogues for roughing, Z-level, planar and pencil trace. So we just select the roughing and we can set direction, pocketing, facing and traverse and ramp, approach and everything. So by most of the settings will work by the default settings, so we could just click OK. And then madCAM calculates the roughing toolpath. And there we have the roughing toolpath. We can see it goes pocketings, and it will the toolpath is automatically wrapped around the cylinder. We can also run the simulator. And it creates pockets. We can speed it up a little bit. Alright, then we can hide this toolpath, and now it's time to create the finishing toolpath. So we select another cutter, it could be a 2mm ball end. Click OK, and then we select Z-level finishing. Click OK, and madCAM calculates the simultaneously 4-axis Z-level finishing toolpath. And there we have the Z-level finishing toolpath. And then we can follow up with a planar finishing. Click OK. And there we have the planar finishing toolpath. And we can create a simultaneous 4-axis pencil tracing as well. So click OK. madCAM calculates the dual contact points for the pencil tracing toolpath. And there we have the pencil trace. Now we can show the toolpaths and run them together in the simulator. There we have the roughing. And there we have a Z level finishing. And madCAM is creating the planar finishing on the relatively flat surfaces, even if using the simultaneous 4-axis. So the toolpath will never go down on steep sides, because the steep surfaces is already machined by the Z level finishing. And there we have the pencil tracing toolpath. Thank you very much.